Good afternoon, LFK. It is your boy Ron, and we are back with Ron's Music Corner. Today, I have another musician slash DJ, producer, beat maker. I'm gonna let this brother go ahead and introduce himself.
Hey, yeah, my name is DP. My first name's Demarris, last name's Patton. I'm out here from Lawrence, Kansas, born and raised. I make beats, I DJ. I just got a lot of music in my family, for real, for real.
All right, brother. Can you give us kind of like a little history on the music, on like how you got started, like what really like gave you this passion for music?
Well, I mean, I was one of those active, off the wall hyper babies, so they kind of had to put me in something early. So right. I was in the choir, I was in the band, like church choir. I was in band 7th grade. I played saxophone. I did marching band in not high school, but I went back after college and did some marching band. Okay. My dad was like a DJ, and then my grandma was saying my uncle was a DJ. My brother raps here in town.
So music's just been in your family.
It's been it's always around.
Okay. What made you wanted to start taking it, serious and doing something with music?
Just recognizing that that's what I really wanted to do. Like that's what I could do, and it sounded good when I did it. So I just kind of let me know. It's like if you're on the basketball court and then you're hitting a lot of threes. I'm like, well, I'm about to go ahead and start playing basketball. So I was hitting a lot of J's. So I just started making music for real.
All right. What grabbed you first? Was it being an artist, rapping or anything, or was it just straight like, okay, I like this, I played instruments, and you jumped straight to DJing? Or
nah, music production is what really grabbed me first. That's what really grabbed me first. My dad, one time I went down to the basement, and my dad was like, he had like a little sampler, some sort of little chord, basic, real sampler, real basic, and he was running a record in there, and I remember I just kind of like tapped the edge of the record, and it kind of made that kick sound. I was like, hold up. And he had a sample going, so we just kind of looped the sample, and I just kind of tapped it. I was like, all right, man, we can, cool. I can put two and two together. I need an actual piece of equipment where I need a drum machine.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? And I can plug some records in, and that was the first thing I did was just chop records. That's what I do. So,
okay,
be chopping records, man, chopping samples and stuff.
All right, so where did you go to after that? Was it still just on production? Like, yeah, I can, this is my niche right here. This is my thing. Or did it start as production and then it went into something else?
It's really always been production. And then later on, it went into DJing, just from doing shows. And I really started DJing like the past, like 4 years ago when me and my boy Dre, we started doing these spotlight shows. And, well, I guess let me go before the spotlight shows. I used to do this podcast called Writer's Block LFK, okay. And I used to get kind of like local artists in and interviews, and we do stuff like that. And so after just meeting a bunch of artists, we started actually doing shows and getting a venue. We started off at the Jazz House, me and Dre Logic, and we just started putting people on and doing shows, calling it Spotlight LFK. And from there, that's when I really started DJing, because I needed to play their music and spin their music and stuff. We did have a DJ that we used to bring in. His name was, I don't know if you heard of DJ Acrylic.
I haven't.
Yeah, he's a real big like EDM DJ out here in town. So like really in Kansas City, he's done got bigger than us. So, but yeah, he was our like first kind of DJ, our real DJ. But until then, it was that's when I had to kind of take over and really DJ and got my own equipment and just kind of did my thing with it. I've always been a master of the aux chord, so.
Okay, all right. So what really like got you implemented as a solid name around here in town? Because a lot of people do know who you are and they love you. And like, what got you to that point to where people here in Lawrence were just like, they know who you are? You're a solid guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just comes from being born and raised out here, going to school from day one out here, playing sports every summer, every season, you know what I'm saying, and meeting with the local people. I'm not anybody that my motto is if you got beef with me, then nobody really got beef with me. I ain't got no motto about that, but ain't nobody got no beef with me ever. So, and that's really that's what kind of takes you, keep that positive energy around you and then positive vibes, and then it'll all get reciprocated for sure.
Okay, what is your favorite part about doing this? Is it just your love for the music? your love for the people, or is it just, like what is your favorite part about being a musician?
I like inspiring people. That's probably my favorite part. Is just when people hear my stuff and they be like, man, I wrote this dope 16 to it. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds different than something other totally different 16. Because a lot of my beats are kind of soulful, and you really gotta, you know what I'm saying? Think about
deep.
Yeah, you gotta think deep, and so some deep thoughts will come out, and so that kind of lets me know that, this is what I want to do, and that's what really keeps me going, is that inspiration. That's what I like, inspiring people, getting everybody together. And, saying when I'm doing the music review shows and stuff like that, people would hit me up saying like, oh man, I've seen people coming out of retirement, you know what I'm saying, talking, man, I need to come out with some new music, you know what I'm saying, just subliminally, you know what I'm saying, don't even tag me in it, I seen the status, so
okay.
I know the inspiration is just out there flowing,
All right. That's nice that, you can, leave people with that positivity and be able to connect with people like that, because I kind of do the same thing myself. Like,
right.
Like my podcast here was just for local musicians. It wasn't something for me that I felt like I needed to do to get my name out there or anything like that. It's just, I see a lot of musicians out here with platform to talk about their experience, and I was just like, well, damn, I know how hard it is to get in the game and do music and stuff. So let me be the guy that helps people who are having a hard time. So.
No, definitely, especially because when you're doing everything yourself, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to sign yourself up for DistroKid and release stuff and do your own cover work and mix and master, find your own producer, everything, and then you just kind of like who's going to hear it? So, that's what kind of keeps me going. I'll play your music for sure, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see what we working with here.
So I like to hear that, nice guy willing to give back and help out. That we need more of that.
No, yeah, and the next thing is just getting people on stage too. Like I said, me and Dre, we like to do our spotlight shows whenever we get the venues at the replay. It's been in the summer. It was about like early this year. It's probably like 2 times a month, but it's been slowing down to about 1 time a month now. The students are back and stuff. But once they give us that venue, that spotlight Sunday, then we bring all local artists in, and we pay out a percentage to the headliner, say make sure they get that opportunity.
Okay.
And so at that point, it's just about getting people else at that experience points, There's a lot of people from the lab. We started that in like 2019, and there's a lot of people up and down. It was like it's their first time hitting the stage, And from now they're doing all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you've heard of like Taylor Sharp, but that's just one. You know what I'm saying? Don LaFlame. I don't know. The list goes on. I brought a bunch of flyers with me, but
okay,
just
cool.
so I can keep on the names, but or slide you some names and stuff for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate that, because we're always looking for local talent, just come and sit down and talk with us and give their experience, their story, and just trying to see what everybody has to share to just get back to the new upcoming musicians or the younger musicians, just so give a hand to help. You know what I mean? A lot of people these days, they do music, they're down because they don't have no help. They don't know what, where to go, how to even market their music. So, just to give a hand to help them, really means a lot. You know what I mean?
Especially, I try to keep everything based around hip hop and rap. You know what I'm saying? And R&B too. But I try to keep it based around kind of the culture too. So. Being out here in Lawrence, it's kind of hard to find a spot, really a solid spot. There's only 3 major venues, and one of them does like a lot of weddings.
Okay.
So it's really kind of hard to really get your foot in the door somewhere consistently. So any experience points you can get on a stage is well needed for sure.
For sure. I was looking at venues around here in town myself, and I see venues have their certain genre that they like to play at their venue, and I don't see a lot of venues for rap and hip hop.
No, it's not.
Country, rock, indie pop, bluegrass, but it's not a lot of places for rap
heavy
and hip
metal.
hop.
A lot of that.
I like to just give them somewhere where they can also do their thing at too.
Right.
I don't want to overlook anybody or anything or take away from any of the other genres, but they have a little more leniency or a little more way that they can move than per se the rap or hip hop genre.
Definitely.
I definitely want to give something back to them to help out.
Right. Yeah, I'm always trying to advocate for the hip hop community out here to the venues. Like, come on, we need more of this. Like all that.
All that. We need all that.
Right.
So about the DJing thing, how did you get started with the review thing you got going?
Well, I started with the writers the podcast, the Writers Block LFK, and I just wanted to play people's music videos over live Facebook and stuff. But a lot of the times, a lot of those Facebook got their copyright issues and stuff, so if they like have their stuff legitly registered, and they'll mute the video and stuff. But so I just kind of need to find. Over the years, I've just been trying to find ways to kind of get around that. So most recently, I've been transferring to the live unreleased music reviews. And that one went out just fine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any mutes or any copyright infringements on that one. So
okay, well that's good then. Well,
so yeah.
Can't be shutting the sound off on us people, okay? These people need to get heard, please.
For real. They want every dollar, every stream.
Every dollar, every stream. What? Work with us. We got you. Work with us. But moving forward, what are some things that we can be on the lookout for you?
Well, I'm working on a beat tape. I try to drop a beat tape about every year or so for the past few years or so, but this year's beat tape's going to be called The Creator's Son. And so I don't know if you're big on, if you know anything about like gematria or like putting like numbers to like letters and stuff and coming up with certain codes and stuff. Well,
okay, no, not entirely, no, but you know, I'm a learning guy. I always like to learn.
So if you put all the numbers, if you put numbers to my name, my full name, Demarris Keith Patton, and it comes up with the same number as it's 702. It comes up with the same numbers as the Creator's Son. So I'm gonna build something around that. I'm gonna have like a Shiva, you know what I'm saying? With destruction comes creation, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the time people will get in their heads, but hit the studio, you know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and create, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be right back up to square one. You'll be even stronger than ever, you know. So I'm gonna come out with a nice beat tape for that creation process, you know.
I like that. I like that process there. I like how you think and you want to put things together like that for the, you know what I mean, like on the cultural level.
Right.
Take it a little bit higher than, you know, what's out here already. As the perspective of our culture, it's nice that you want to go above and beyond and really put something, you know, soulful and deep onto it. Give it meaning. Right.
Yeah, that's the growth within the past year or so, for sure. My last beat tape was called Elbow Drops, so I just had somebody coming off the top rope. And,
WWE on them. I like that.
You know? But yeah, this one's a little bit more, showing a little bit more growth, for sure. And that's what you need as an artist. You know, a lot of the times as a producer and a rapper, you don't get weaker in time. You get better with time, for sure. As an athlete in the league, yeah, you got like 4 or 5 years as a running back, and then
you know, bones, your bones ain't what they used to be. And they try to cut your pay in half.
Right. Next thing you got a backup. That's like, man, you competing and you still can't do nothing to your backup. You on the scout team now, and then you just got to give it up. But with music, you gonna get better each time you drop something. You know what I'm saying? With each time you get smarter with life, each life experience. You know what I'm saying? Your music's gonna get better and better, for sure.
All right. We'll definitely appreciate you dropping them gems on us. Them definitely is gems. I hope y'all is paying attention. But you know, moving forward, like what you got going on, and any social handles you want to get out there so people can contact you if they want to work with you or anything.
Yeah. I'm on Facebook, Demarris DP Patton. You can find me on Instagram at DP of the Hands Team, all one word. I'm on, I don't really do Twitter, or there's really just Facebook and Instagram is my main ones, for sure.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. Demarris DP Patton in here with your boy Ron for Ron's Music Corner. We do thank you, brother, for coming through and sharing your experience and, you know, giving us wise words and advice for the younger generation to move forward. We greatly appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, just stay inspired. Find what inspires you and just keep going, man. Just keep going.
Sure. Truly, like 100%. I'm with what he said, okay? I'm with what he said, because a lot of people come up these days and they just want to change their sound to, you know, to fit the person that's behind them, the producer. They say, you can't do this. They're, okay, he said, be you.
Yeah, just find what inspires you, you know. There's a lot of athletes that molded their game, and I always go back to athletes and stuff, and you know what I'm saying?
Your
hip hop culture.
Your past with, you know, being in sports stuff.
Right. But it's easy for me to relate, you know what I'm saying, music and athletes and stuff. But a lot of athletes, you know, have molded their game after Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, so to say. They're not Michael Jordan, they're not Michael, you know what I'm saying, they're not Kobe Bryant, but Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan have produced a lot of great athletes after them, you know what I'm saying? Just from them watching their film, watching their tape, you know, listening to their music, you know, for sure.
All right, we definitely want to see more of you, and we're definitely going to keep our eyes open for any projects that you got going on. And we would like to get you back in here with any, you know, whenever you can, sit back and talk about new projects or new artists or, you know, beats you got working on. We'd definitely like to get you back in here.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely down. Yeah, look for me live on Facebook every Thursday at 9 p.m. for my live unreleased music review. If you got any music that you want to send me, go ahead and send it over. We'll play it out. If you want to interview, if you want to come in and pop in, go ahead and we'll sit you down. We'll chop it up with you, all that.
All right, y'all heard it here, man. It's Ron's Music Corner. We got Demarris DP Patton, baby. Thank everybody for coming through and just, you know, spending their time to hear what this man's got to say. Thank you all for coming. See you next time.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
No doubt.
I likes that. He was ready to make jokes and everything. I likes that.